There are over 228,000 active print-on-demand stores running right now. The 3-year survival rate is 24%. Translate that. 3 out of 4 stores die, not because the model is broken. The model works. The model is generating tens of billions of dollars a year and growing 24 to 26% annually. 3 out of 4 stores die because they picked the wrong niche. And in the next 11 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact AI-driven framework that separates the 24% who make it from the 76% who don't. We're calling it identity stacking, and it's the single most underrated skill in 2026 e-commerce. Hey! If we haven't met, I'm the digital avatar of the one and only Julia McCoy. While she's busy changing the world as the CEO at First Movers, I'm created by her to spread the message and share the video scripts she personally researches and writes herself. I hope you enjoy. Julia reads every comment, so be sure to share your thoughts below. Let me start with what changed. In 2018, you could open a generic dog lover Etsy store, list 100 basic designs, and make $5,000 a month. The market was small, the competition was small. Generic was good enough. In 2026, that exact same store will make $0 because there are now 50,000 other dog lover stores. The keyword dog mom alone has tens of thousands of Etsy listings. You are invisible the moment you list. Apparel still leads the print-on-demand market at around 39 to 41% of total category revenue. Home decor is the fastest growing segment at roughly 24 to 28% compound annual growth. The categories are alive. The generic approach to them is dead. The era of broad categories is over. The new era, and this is what Etsy and Printify's own 2026 reports are showing, is built on what designers are calling micro-aesthetics. Hyper-specific, identity-driven niches, small audiences, passionate buyers, defendable design language. Here's the framework, and I want you to actually screenshot this because it's the foundation of everything else in this video. Stop thinking in single words. Start thinking in equations. Old way, yoga, saturated, dead, new way. New moms doing yoga at 5 a.m. before the baby wakes up. Identity plus interest plus context. Old way, dog lovers, saturated, dead, new way. Golden retriever dads who hike. Specific breed, specific gender role, specific activity. 3 layers of identity in one line. Old way, foodie, saturated, dead, new way. A corgi eating ramen. 2 passion communities at once. Dog breed enthusiasts and Japanese cuisine lovers. That last one is the magic move. Intersecting 2 passionate niches. The audience is smaller, but the connection is way deeper. Someone who loves corgis and loves ramen sees that design and feels seen. Seen drives the purchase. Algorithms cannot replicate seen. Identity stacking isn't an aesthetic preference. It's a math equation. Smaller audience times higher conversion times higher willingness to pay equals more profit per design than you would ever extract from a generic listing. Now, how do you find these niches before everyone else? With AI, 3 tools, stacked, tool 1, Google Trends. You are looking for niches with rising search interest over the last 12 months. Not flat lines, not declining, rising. Tool 2. Exploding topics. This tool flags niches that are about to break. The signal you want is search volume that has tripled or quadrupled in the last 90 days, but is still under a few 100,000 monthly searches. Big enough to matter, small enough to still own. Tool 3, TikTok hashtag analysis. Search the niche keyword on TikTok. Look at hashtag view counts and recent post velocity. If the hashtag has 50 million views and 10,000 new posts a week, you have a live trend. If it has 200,000 views and a few posts a month, it's either too small or too dead. And then you validate on Etsy. Type the niche phrase. Look at autocomplete suggestions. Those are direct buyer intent signals. Open the top 10 listings. Ask one question. Are the existing designs ugly, generic, or repetitive? If yes, you have an opening. The niche has demand. The competition has weak execution. You walk in with cleaner type, a sharper layout, and a better aesthetic, and you take share. And here's where the gold rush gets interesting, because the sponsor of this video, Printify, is the only platform that lets you actually run this strategy at scale without burning capital. The whole point of identity stacking is testing many small niches simultaneously. You can't do that with traditional inventory because you'd need to commit cash to product runs you don't even know will sell. With Printify, you list, the customer orders, and the product gets made. What that means in practice is I can test 20 different micro niches at the same time. 20 stores worth of designs. Same Printify account, up to 5 connected stores on the free plan. 10 on premium. If 18 of them flop, I lost $0. If 2 of them hit, I scale them. If one of them goes viral, that single SKU can generate the kind of revenue that changes a year. That's not a marketing pitch, that's the actual math of low risk, asymmetric upside, and it only works because the platform charges nothing to test. Free Printify account in the description, no card, no risk. Start testing tonight. Premium at $24.99 a month on annual billing once you find the winners. Let me give you the categories where I'd actually deploy this strategy in 2026 based on the real growth data, not vibes. Category 1, home decor and wall art. Apparel still owns the largest revenue share at around 40%. But home decor is growing fastest at 24 to 28% annually. Remote work created a permanent appetite for personalized living spaces. Wall art alone could be a $24 billion segment by 2030. Category 2. AI personalized pet products. The pet portrait market alone is projected to grow from around $1.5 billion in 2024 to over $4.5 billion by 2033. Pet owners spend like parents. Category 3, wedding and life event merch. Just married honeymoon cruise designs, birthday year shirts, anniversary keepsakes, high average order value, emotional purchase, low return rate. Category 4, micro local pride, specific neighborhoods, area codes, lake names, local zip codes. Outsiders never search these phrases, so competition is almost zero. Locals buy them like uniforms. Category 5, profession plus hobby intersections, nurse plus horror movies, teacher plus wine, engineer plus gardening. The buyer feels seen and the design becomes a gift item too. Use the framework. Pick the category that matches your interests. Run the AI research stack. Validate, list, repeat. This is the rule that makes the whole strategy work. List 5 to 10 designs per micro niche. Watch them for 30 days. Don't watch sales only. Watch views and favorites. Those are the leading indicators. If a niche shows views but not sales, your designs or pricing need iteration. Adjust. If a niche shows nothing in 30 days, kill it, move on. Do not get attached. If a niche shows real signal, immediately add 30 to 50 more listings inside it. Volume in a validated niche beats perfection in an unvalidated one every single time. Most beginners do the opposite. They fall in love with one niche. They iterate forever. They never test broadly. That's why most stores die. Test broadly, kill ruthlessly, scale aggressively. The thing that separates the 24% who survive from the 76% who don't is whether they understand that print on demand in 2026 is no longer about being a designer. It's about being a research analyst. The winners are the ones using AI to find unmet demand, validating it cheaply, and shipping into the gap before anyone else notices the gap exists. That's not a creative skill. That's an information advantage. And anyone who watches this video and actually runs the framework has it. Free Printify account in the description. Up to 5 stores on the free tier. Go test 5 micro niches this week. for the full AI research workflow, including the validation prompts I use inside Claude to score niches before I list them. That's inside First Movers AI Labs at labs.firstmovers.ai. Hit subscribe so my digital clone can keep handing you the frameworks that are quietly turning regular people into the 24% who actually make it. See you down the next rabbit hole.